Hey there, everyone. This is going to be a super quick video. It's not a roguelike. It's not a game, frankly. Not in the sense of a complete game. Um, and I have no idea if anyone's going to be interested to see it. I'm really recording this because I want a personal record of this game, pseudo game, partial game existence. Um, as most of you who watch this channel know, my primary career maybe as an actor and a writer, but I also do program video games. I've got a new one coming out soon, Stop the Saturnians. This is not that. We're going to look at another game that I made with some friends soon on this channel. I'm anticipating that very soon. But this is a game that I programmed with my friend Jeff Schiller in 1998. This goes way back to frickin' DOS days. And I had to run it through the DOS box, and unfortunately we can't get any sound with the DOS box right now. For some reason I don't know enough about DOS box to configure it properly. The only reason I'm sharing this at all is that it was an accomplishment that I was quite proud of. I might as well tell you this while we go. Let's just press space. Let me read you this, and then I'll babble while we go, because there's no threat to us once we start playing. Level 1, Philibri Township. Strange events have been transpiring in the sleepy town of Philibri. First the disappearances, and now outright murder. There have even been wild claims in the media that the dead are rising from the grave to devour the living. With many of your friends dead or having fled town, you have decided to bring a stop to the disturbance, whatever it may be. Rumors point to the nearby Philibri military base. Arming yourself with your revolver, you set out. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Look at that awesome frame rate, guys. 6 frames per second. Can you believe it? The only reason I'm recording this at all is that back in 98, my friend and I decided to make a first-person shooter, and we didn't use any kind of existing engine. We just fucking coded it from scratch in C. And this was the result. You can walk around. It's got fucking lighting. That's kind of neat. Look at that flickering lighting from that fire. Animated textures. All these textures were things, incidentally, that I drew by hand. Not even using Photoshop. At the time, I didn't know how to use, I couldn't use bitmaps or anything. I used my own graphics format. I had created my own graphics editor and made the textures needed in my own graphics editor using my own graphics format. Did it freeze? No, it didn't freeze. It's just really fucking preposterously slow. As you can see, we had a fog effect. That's pretty cool. This is my house, apparently. How the hell did I get out of here? It's been so fucking... I found this. I found this on my fucking hard drive this morning, and I was like... I think I'd seen it there before. Like, I knew I had it stored, but it hadn't occurred to me to fire it up with DOSBox to see if it still functioned. It does. I think I used to be able to... on a proper computer, get it at much higher. I used to be able to get it to like 14 frames per second, which is still far too slow to be of interest to anyone to play, even if we had finished it. There are no enemies. You can fire your gun. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. And it would have made a sound effect. But it doesn't actually serve any other purpose. Let's walk around Philibri town for a moment just to see what once existed. Look at that barricade. Somebody barricaded the windows against the zombies. I don't think you can open that, if I remember correctly. Can we open this? I think it had doors. That other door you saw opened to left to right. This one opens up. So we had doors that opened in different directions. I thought that was kind of neat. Obviously windows, etc. You can see a texture on the wall. Here's a little hanging bulb. A vent. Can I open this? Yeah, I guess so. Look at that carpeting clock. Obviously today, if I was to decide, hey, I'm going to make a first-person shooter, well, I'd probably do it in Unity, frankly. Oh, my cat's trying to get out. Let me get her out. There you go. But yeah, I was just, I remain proud to this day that we managed to get a first-person shooter. Look at that. I forgot about this. A first-person shooter created from scratch in C. If I remember correctly, this is like a newspaper. If we can look at it, you can't look down. It actually says like The Dead Walk or something. It was like, if that's what I think it is. Somewhere there's that. Side note, another game that maybe I'll take. There's no reason not to look at my old games on this channel once in a while. And that break in the wall is kind of neat. Boom. So I likely will at some point or another look at the various games I made. We've obviously seen Caverns of Scythe and Caverns of Scythe 2 on this channel, which are proper roguelikes. You've seen the trailer for Stop the Saturnians and maybe a bit of footage from it as well. That'll be coming out on Steam soon. But soon we will be taking a look at a game called 10 Nights of Killing and Mayhem. And also at some point we will likely look at a game called The Zombie Nightmare of Philibri County, which is where the name Philibri, there's a problem in the skybox there, where the name Philibri came from for this game, which is a Zombie Nightmare of Philibri County was a board game I made and turned into a video game at some point. Although at the time is it frozen now? Nope. At the time I last worked on it, it was 2-player only. You couldn't play single player. I may one day get back to work on it and make a single player version. It was a fun game. But we'll probably take a look at that on this channel at some point. Actually, I probably should around Halloween. That would be logical, wouldn't it? But I probably won't. I have a roguelike proper I want to fire up tomorrow for this channel. If you've tuned out already, well, you won't hear me saying this, but if you have, I forgive you. There's not much. I'm just looking at my old textures, being like, hey, I remember drawing that. Or more to the point, I don't remember drawing that. It's cool that it exists. The other thing, this game, you won't see it in this. I don't think you'll see it on this map. Because we made a few maps. I made a map editor. The other things it had was water that you could go in and you'd actually sink into it, you know. It had depth. And we made currents and stuff, so on conveyor belts or on... there's a dark closet. Oh, fuck you. Or on... There's a cross in the wall? That's cool. On conveyor belts or in water, you'd get carried by the currents in certain directions. You'd have to fight it. There's a light on the ceiling. I'm trying to get back out of here now. Again, this will be a short video. I'll tell you what, I'll cut it at the 10-minute mark. Even if we reach 10 minutes, I'll cut it, whether we're done or not, because we're done. This is supposed to be a screen door, by the way. Look at that screen. That is a masterpiece of artistry. Chain link fence you can see through. Look, there's some water and a beach over there. There was a hedge maze somewhere. Not that that'd be interesting to look at. Oh, there was a bus somewhere. Where the fuck's the bus? Can we find the bus? There's obviously on the street somewhere. Is there a way to see a map? If I press M? M for map? Maybe tab? Oh, a tab. There we go. We got a map. I forgot about that. Overhead map. Shows us what we've seen. That's kind of cool. Look at me getting excited. There's a church. Beautiful stained glass windows. And claw marks on the door. Oh, look at the fans going. Fans going overhead. Sorry guys, I'm finding this entertaining to revisit. It's been a long time. Look at my beautiful Jesus artistry. This is entertaining to me. Oh, look at a curtain confessional. You can pull back the curtain. There's a little vent for the confessional. I haven't seen this in decades. I've probably fired it up at some time in the early 2000s, but the last time. But yeah, made 23 years ago by me and my friend Jeff. Wish I could hear the sound effects. That'd be fun. Oh, here's some sort of glass window thing. Obviously, there's no fog inside the shop, but it's weird that you can see through the fog and see that there's no fog inside the shop. You know, oh, here's a bus. There's an old bus. Broken windows and shit. Obviously, it's using like a Wolfenstein style world where there's only, you know, cubes for walls. But still entertaining to me. If I crank this, there is no audio, right? There was music too at the time. Oops, let me get back into my... What did the license plate say? I forget. I think it says Sin Man, which was a nickname I had for a while in the army. No, Kill Sin. Kilsin. Kill me? That's terrible. Unless it just meant kill and sin, which would be fitting with the motif. Look at that. The reflections on the window. Real-time reflections, which are just white lines. Let's go in the shop. Obviously, you had things like counters, but you couldn't look at the top of the counter. I was working on that when we stopped working on this. I think we both kind of realized, hey, this is a bit of a lost cause in terms of making, a viable, ultra cool game. There's the old newspaper, the drawing of a zombie on it, and a little photograph of a zombie, and the phrase "the dead walk." Got some fluorescent lighting overhead. I don't know, man. I'm entertained to revisit this. Is there much else to see? Let's just take a look at the map. Fuck it, I'm here. I'm gonna explore this map and open up door. What's on this map here? Tab. There's a river. Can I show you the currents in action? Can I get in the river? Is it possible for me to access that river? This is a school, as I recall. Let's go check out the school at our 4 frames per second walk rate. This puts Duke Nukem to shame, man. Look at my school had a weird mica tiling floor set, so that's why you have it here. Oh, am I at a window or something? I can't seem to get through there. Is the door open, but it shouldn't be? Am I facing an error? I think that's an error. I think they were obviously never... Oh, I opened it now. I'm obviously never going to repair that error, but that door was invisible. Lockers. There were secret doors too, but I don't remember if they're... I don't remember if we put any in the game here. On the first... What would have been the first level of the game. Chalkboards. I should have written on one of the chalkboards. I should have made a variant where you write on it. I'm sad I didn't. Oh, fountains. Look at that. Men's washrooms, girls' washrooms. That's great. Oh, look at the stalls. A half-door stall. That's awesome. There's nothing behind it. I used to just shit on the floor. What are they? Oh, these are half stalls. I'm like, what? We can look through to the other bathroom? This would be a really shitty bathroom to take a dump in. Like, you are totally exposed. In addition to shitting on the floor. What's wrong? Is this door invisible again for some reason? Oh, I may have trapped us. Oh no, okay, we're out. Urinals, that's awesome. Oh, cool. The texture, the door texture is two-sided. It didn't have the boys symbol on the other side. Girls' washroom, I assume. I'm going to the girls' washroom. What a thrill. No urinals, yeah. No urinals. What's over here? Oh, we got carpeting. Really ugly carpeting. Some sort of little chapel area. I went to a Catholic school, so it's probably unsurprising. What was this going to be? Like a library, maybe, or something? I don't know. It's big. There's a clock on the wall. Maybe a gym? Maybe this is supposed to be the gymnasium? I probably modeled this after my grade school. I don't know. Let's get back out of here. Oh, we got checkerboard floor. Oh, what happened to that wall? That wall's just black. I'm sure it's a mistake. I'm sure it's a mistake 23 years ago. What time was it? It was the end of the school day. It was about 3 o'clock. I know I said we'd quit at 10 minutes, but I'm enjoying this, and you can tune it at any time. Ain't my problem you want to stick around. Is this where he came in? No, oh, here's a library. Brown floor, that's kind of neat. Another one of these doors that is maybe broken. Let's just look around the library first. Cool. Let's go outside. Wait. Can't pass up purple shag carpeting. Anything interesting in here? Nope. Utterly devoid room. I bet you I'll walk into an invisible door here. Yep. If I press space, I bet you there'd be a sound effect of it opening now, and I bet you I can walk forward. Now I can. Yeah, it's just a fucking glitch. What do we got here? Sand. This is probably my schoolyard when I was a kid, so there was a sand pit. I don't know, man. Where are we? I want to get to that fucking river. We're in the opposite end of the river. Let's go this way. Can we get out of here without... What is this? Oh, that'd be like a bungalow. Like a bungalow, school thing. Fucking Catholic school. Alright. We got a little sidewalk here. Where's this thing? We're almost done here. We've almost seen the whole map. This game was going to be called, by the way, Season of the Scythe. SOS, Season of the Scythe. I think the actual executable is called Wolfie because it was, using an engine that was similar but much shittier than that created by Wolfenstein. Although we had lighting. They didn't have lighting. We had fog effects. They didn't have that. In some ways it was superior. What's this thing? Not much in here. Beautiful idyllic painting. Alright. These walls, by the way, were modeled after the basement in my parents' house had walls that looked like this. So I think at one point I made a map based on my childhood home. I don't think that exists in this map. It might somewhere. Although there's no up and down, so you couldn't go to... That was in the basement that those walls existed. What we got over here? Actually, I think this is about comparable to the frame rate. So you saw 10 and 12 and stuff, frame rates inside the... come on, man. What's in here? This is our corner store. Inside the stores it picks up. DOSBox is only capable of running 50,000 cycles per second, so that's... I mean, that should be capable of doing much more than we're seeing here. This is obviously not an optimized engine by any means, but that said, if it was running on, it's a modern PC without having to worry about the DOSBox constraints. Oh, we got little railroad tracks here. That's kind of cool. I forgot about those. Over gravel. Seems to me your footfalls made different sounds depending on what texture you were on, if I remember correctly. What do we got here? Is this the water? So we should be able to enter the water. The train tracks run right into the water. It's a well-designed city, unless it's just a puddle. Oh, there you go, yeah. See our depth changed? Doesn't seem to be a current here, though. There would have been in some games, or some maps, a current. You had to code those into the map generator itself. Every square could have a different current at a different vector. It could carry you in a different direction. Almost done here, guys. Oh, it gets shallower. You can see the depth changes. Watch the hand depth getting deeper and deeper as we go forward. That's kind of neat. Even Doom didn't have depths to their liquids. I.e., we are better than Doom. I think that's about all there is worth showing. This might be the hedge maze, I guess, but who cares? I'm going to go in the hedge maze and I'm going to call it quits. Obviously we didn't explore the whole thing, but fuck it. I don't much care. Where's the entrance? To the hedge maze. It's like we're playing Omega. Anybody who's stuck with me this long, thank you for indulging my nostalgia and just having this this engine on record, because there's going to come a day when this will no longer function. It barely does on DOSBox now. And I'm going to want to remember, hey, yeah, remember that fucking game I made with Jeff, that almost game I made with Jeff Schiller called Season of the Scythe? All right, I'm gonna call right there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Obviously, we have another video up already today, the Elite International Detective by Slashy. That is our roguelike for the day. We also have a State of Decay 2 video, so this is like the third video of the day. But there you go. Boom, boom, boom. See ya. How do I quit? Q? Escape? Escape worked.